to see revenge. Talk about like those emotions originally, and how that
Oh,
evolved into now.
wow. Um, as they say, do your homework. Your homework. I did it. I did it, and it's levels to trauma, as in far as the healing process. And I had to ease up off of that because everyone that I felt that was involved in my situation, I knew where they were, knew where they lived, knew who their mama was, who their aunt was, who their sister was, who their daddy was, who their wife was, nieces, grandma, everybody. And I really wanted retribution. But a good friend of mine told me, he said, man, you really don't want to do that. Because if you do that, you ain't going to do nothing but make the situation worse. He said, Tom coming, Lance, Phillip, and Jeff, if they come, they're going to lay you down. So I sat back and I said, you know what? I said, you right. I said, you right. He was like, you can't beat them. I like, you right. He said, what you gonna do? Nothing. But I'm gonna tell you what I did do. I began to just pray about the situation. And as soon as I started to learn how to let go, God started working in the whole entire situation. So, yeah, retribution is not worth it. And from what I've been hearing, that what has caused a lot of homicides in our city, retribution. And at the end of the day, you may get retribution, you might, but at the end of the day, you're going to lose, and goes back to what I was saying earlier. You're going to be your own worst biggest op.
Especially like with that being said, I wanted to ask, like, do you ever feel like that really make you weak? Like, just the man in the mirror. Do you feel like
Does it make...
like how you feel? How you feel?
I used to cry all the time. But I go back and I think what my grandmother used to tell me, when you was a child, you thought as a child. But when you became a man, you put away childish things. So, no, it doesn't make me feel weak. It doesn't make you weak because you got to be a man and you got to stand up, and say, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person. Even though it hurt, even though they tried to put me in the dirt. But, I just got to stay strong. And the same God that helped me throughout all of that is the same God of justice. Because God justice, it don't sleep forever. So that's how I live my life. But as far as retribution and feeling weak, no, not when I know that God got my back. So that's it with that.
One of the impactful things, man, from that session with the kids, you said you was talking about, and you just mentioned it too, but the decision to keep you own life support and to go through that surgery with your wife. So kind of just give you an opportunity to speak on your relationship and how she helped you get to this point.
Um, she's she's my best friend. Um, we've been married with 22 years. Um, she is she's a special inspiration to my life. I didn't, I was out. I didn't know what was going on. She, like I said, she had three choices, and she made the choice that she felt would give me a better chance to survive. And I respect her for that. Um, I look at myself as being a champion of life, but I look at her as making the play of life. Because my life was in the balance. It looked grim, fourth and inches type stuff.
Oh boy.
And she made the decision to let them do what they did, and 3 weeks later I woke up. So, like I said, shout out to her, man. She's the mother of my kids. She a special individual. It taught both of us to cherish the moments, to not get into all of the taking each other for granted, because it can end just like that. And it's amazing. I still be amazed at the whole situation. I'm like, wow. And then some, people tell me like, bro, you don't even look like you've been through nothing like that. And I have had people, glory be to God, that'll walk up to me and like, give me a hug, let me get some of that blessing off of you, and all that. And I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? It had its hard points and lowest points, but 2 years in, man, I can't complain. I'm just as happy as I can be, bro. I got a second chance at life, and I'm gonna take full advantage of it.